What is up, everybody? Tomoverse TV. Today, we're going to talk about this guy, this ROM owner who had a lawsuit with Nintendo, and he lost that case apparently for $2.1 million. That is a lot of money. Jeez. This is a pretty good picture because it's pretty much this guy in comparison going up against Nintendo. It's like, really? So this is a ROM site owner decided to fight Nintendo in court with no attorney and lost $2.1 million. That's a lot of money. Nintendo has won a lawsuit against the ROM hosting website and has been awarded over $2 million in damages. Okay, now this is the official article. The site, as reported by Torrent Freak, the site owner will have to pay $2.1 million in damages to Nintendo after the court ruled in the video game company's favor. Let's see. This is because the ROM Universe website hosted pirated versions of Nintendo games that users could download. It also offered premium subscriptions that allowed ROM Universe subscribers to surpass a download limit. The website owner filed a declaration saying that he denies it and disputes that he uploaded any files to said website. At no time did he verify the content of said ROM file, but had previously testified that he and his admin uploaded ROMs of Nintendo copyrighted works. So the declaration was struck by the court. The website was taken offline last year, but the lawsuit continued, and ultimately Nintendo has now won the case. Nintendo initially saw over $15 million in damages, but the court reduced the damages to $2.2 million in total. So this is pretty crazy. That's a lot of money. Dealing with those ROMs and stuff like that. That's why I don't bother with any of this stuff. Like what you see. You have to give him 2.1 million. That's a lot of money. Like once again, that is a lot of money. So, uh, does the average person even have that type of money? Like, I know he had like a business on there. Like, I don't know. That's a lot of money. Let's read some of these comments. Of all people to go after Nintendo, this was the worst guy possible. He made money off their IP and validated their belief that all ROM users are thieves. Won't be surprised if they start actively going after people again. I think Nintendo deserves to have their games pirated since they never released their games that they had before. Nintendo has tons of great games in the past, only to end up abandoning them, but then having the audacity to sue others for creating a ROM site. Piracy ain't good. When the content is abandoned by the company that made it, it's allowable. There are so many great games that the only way of getting them is to pirate them. Some companies are okay with that, and even consumers' law supports it. That's why abandoned websites don't get closed. Nintendo hates their fans? What? That's a strange take. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Man tries to deep throw the subway footlong without biting. In what world does someone wake up and think, yeah, I'm going to fight the richest company in Japan in court? Homie thought he was a JRPG protagonist? That's pretty funny. Can he just declare bankruptcy and get out paying anything to them? You have to prove that you're a bankrupt. If you have an insurance property, you will have to give it as a form of payment. Unless he's stinking rich, probably from the ROM site. Ironically, I would probably jump over a bridge if I lost 2 million. I would jump over a bridge if I had 2 million. His lawyer must have been like this because I'm nothing but a figment of your imagination. Wow. The guy running the site monetizes the ROMs. That's like covering himself blood and jumping into a shark tank. That's like covering himself in blood and jumping into a shark tank. If what he was doing was free, I would agree with you, but this time Nintendo is in the right. Yeah. I just don't want to get in a position where you gotta try to sue Nintendo. It's like I don't see that being a victorious outcome if you're trying to sue Nintendo. Pick your battles. Holy F, what a massive L. This is why you always have an attorney if you're gonna fight one of the big boy businesses. You would think so, right? Like if you can have like if your claim has any legitimacy, you would think you want to have an attorney, especially like going against one of these big, humongous businesses like Nintendo. Like, I'll see the other post. Before you boo Nintendo, the site also had a paid subscription service which will let you pass a download limit, so this is entirely valid. Nintendo wasn't doing anything with these properties. They're not making any money off them anyway. Do you think this is fair or not? Let's see if people ask. I'm gonna say yes, Nintendo is right. They're like pretty split. Why the why the F is the majority saying no? They're making profit from it. They didn't. Then fair enough. Nintendo's in the rights to do it, but with suck here, they're just in the right. Understandable. Uh, when the U.S. government used the Nintendo song for a Flash game, Nintendo wouldn't have as many ROM sites to go after if they just made their older out-of-print games available to purchase on modern platforms. I wish they would do this so badly too. I honestly wish they would do this. They got all these old games that you can't just buy these old games. You kind of gotta go to a ROM website, but then I'm always freaked out about something like this. Something like this will happen. Like they come after you from downloading one of these old games. That's why I never mess with the ROM stuff like that. But I kind of wish they would just do this. Like I don't know why they just won't put their old stuff on an eShop like how they did for the Wii and just do it for all their older stuff. But people could just buy it without risk of them getting locked up or going to jail or something like that. So, uh, the comments, y'all Nintendo fans are weird, no cap. Valid criticism of Nintendo shooting at the billion-dollar company of Nintendo. Then the weird nerds defending them. Okay. Nintendo is not getting the hint that fans want to play older games. I mean, Nintendo does. I guess what they do sell the older games. It's like Skyward Sword HD, where they charge $60, or like the Mario 3D All Stars, where they're charging $20 each for these older games. I don't know. Makes me want to emulate more. Yeah, so I'm gonna conclude it right there. It is definitely interesting how this guy had to pay $2.1 million over a ROM website. So definitely interesting stuff right here. Want to see your thoughts about this down below? Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching and peace.